us proceed with the discussions related to the postgraduate studies. You know that in the postgraduate studies, there are masters and PhDs. The mode of studies is very similar, as both the masters and the PhDs are doing research. There will be supervisions from the supervisors. The students will need to design the research program, execute the research program, analyze the result, and produce thesis and dissertations in order to acquire the master's and PhD degree. Due to the similarities of the mode of the study, one of the most common questions being asked, it will be how to differentiate the master's level and the PhD level. And you will see that different supervisors have different approach. Some supervisors have higher expectations, while some supervisors are more moderate in the term. So if you ask around among your seniors, you are likely to end up with inconsistent descriptions in terms of the levels of masters and PhDs. I guess this is one of the very interesting topics that we can discuss. We may discuss from different aspects. One of the aspects here, it will be finding the differences between the research report as required by the masters and PhDs. Normally, they differentiate the terminology used to represent the reports for the masters and PhDs. Based on the definitions of US, the research report for the master by research is known as the thesis, while the research report for the PhD is known as the dissertations. But if you follow the definitions of UK, the terminology here swap. Now under the definitions of UK, dissertations will be for masters, while thesis will be for PhDs. Regardless what is the terminology used, we shall address the research report for masters and PhDs instead of addressing thesis and dissertations in our following discussions. Now let us first talk about the research report for the masters. As compared to the PhD, the report normally is shorter, normally somewhere at the range of 20,000 to 60,000 words. If compared to the PhD, the words is ranging from 40,000 to 100,000 words. Some university may define by the numbers of pages. For example, master thesis, the pages is limited to 200 pages. As for the PhD, it is 300. Because of the numbers of the pages here differs, the time taken also differs. You know that PhD degree will take more times in order to complete the research report. Now this is the major difference between the masters and PhDs. The differences here, it will be the ultimate purpose of having this research report. As far as the master's is concerned, it is actually showcasing the knowledge and expertise within the subject matter students have been studying as a part of the program. But if you compare to the PhD degree, now the research report is including all the information about the original research or expanded research on a new or existing topic conducted. The statement looks similar, both providing information of the knowledge, involves expertise, which is related to the research, but the fundamentals is significantly different. When we talk about the master degree, the purpose of having the report is to showcase or to demonstrate that the students has acquired the relevant knowledge and the expertise during undertaking the master's program. As long as it can prove that the students actually learn and acquire the specialized knowledge equivalent to the master level, then that should be sufficient. But when it comes to the PhD program, the mechanism here is to develop knowledge. We are talking about the original research. We are talking about nobility. We are talking about new knowledge. Now, for the research report in the PhDs, those things will have to be given to show that you are actually developing the new knowledge, noble study, and so on and so forth. This made a significant gap between the PhDs and the masters. Master, you just need to show that you acquire the relevant knowledge. But now, when you come to the PhD, the highlight here, it will be new, original, which you have developed. Now, although the topic can be similar, the structural framework also may be similar, there is still significant difference between the two. The purpose here is to demonstrate, as long as you can do a good outline and summary, demonstrate that you have acquired the relevant knowledge up to a mastery level, then you can get masters. But when it comes to the PhD here, you will have to prove the originality. There will be elements of synthesis, creativity, innovations, as well as nobilities. Now, the purpose of having the research report here, it is also to ensure a researcher is well informed and has knowledge about the topic learned. As compared to the PhD here, we are talking about giving opportunity to a researcher to contribute new theory and information to the existing literature in the research field. Now, if you compare the two here, you will see big emphasis on the new theory and adding information to existing literature. Although nobility is also a part of the requirement for the masters, more emphasis shall be put onto the knowledge that the students learn through the research. Even the students are presenting all the learned and existing informations, as long as the student demonstrate the ability to carry out research in a proper manner, acquire sufficient knowledge in that to a mastery levels, then the students should be entitled for the master degree. As for the PhD here, the students will have to develop unique concept and defend it with basis of the theoretical and practical results. This is about the comparison between the natures of the research report of the masters and PhD students.